Texas 95.7, the Armadillo. Craig Vaughn with you in the studio. Got the folks from WRCA in here, the Working Ranch Cowboys Association and Foundation.
Never heard of
all of them in here at the same time.
Craig, too many people looking at me.
What you doing, Craig? What you doing this morning?
Just always same Tuesdays mornings try to wake up because you guys did my early interview.
Glad you have us on Tuesday morning.
COVID set us back. We got all lazy. We were like, I'll go do that whenever I can. And so all of a sudden we're back to normal again. It's like, back to being in the studio. Well, early.
You need some Ranch Hand Blend coffee.
I do, man.
You got your Ranch Hand Blend coffee shirt on. You need some coffee.
I do. This is one of my favorite shirts, by the way. This is a comfortable. It's got yellow on the back.
That's right.
It's a comfortable shirt.
It is.
Folks that go to the championships need to pick up these shirts. They're great.
Yeah, they are good. They're comfortable.
Can you hear Casey okay?
No.
Over there in the corner? She's on her fake mic again.
Fake mic again.
For those that were paying attention last week, you can hear her way over there.
It's just because she talks with her hands, so she has to have something in her hands to keep her from, I don't know what to do with my hands moments.
Casey Hooper, how are you this morning? Say hi.
I'm good. How are you?
If y'all can see what we see.
Well, they gave me this Chinchi microphone.
You were a toy.
To keep me occupied.
We told her it was real. No, everyone can hear you. Trust me.
So I used it. Good morning. Good evening.
Wild Horse Prairie Days in Haskell, Texas.
Yes, it went great. You know, that event, the hospitality that they have for competitors and us and even the town. I mean, you pack the place. They have a kickoff party on Thursday afternoon, steak and baked potato dinner. And
can't beat that.
And they feed that to, whoever buys a ticket and then the teams each night. So it's a different format than most of what we see when we go down the road. But
I was going to say it's a 2-day, right?
Yeah, 2-day, but 10 teams each night.
Okay.
So you get one shot.
Oh, wow.
Which makes it even that much harder.
Ooh, how'd you like to be that first team? Pressure's on. And then you're just like watching everybody else going, ooh, yeah. That was close.
Friday night's teams compete, and then poor Sammy and Casey's phones are ringing off the hook. Where'd we place?
Yeah.
Because they want to know where they're standing until the next crew comes in. So
how do they pick the order for those 10 teams to go? Just draw it out of a hat kind of thing?
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to be last. At least you knew exactly what you had to do by the time you're the last team. I would figure at least you got a pretty good idea if they're updating, I don't know how quickly
so they don't even show results for Friday night.
Oh, they don't?
No, it's you just go
that
out
even
there
makes it harder.
Well,
just got to bring it.
It's an excuse because on Friday night, you'll see the teams that were up, they'll come back on Saturday and sit there in the corner and have a cold beer and don't think they're not watching.
Yeah. Pretending not to watch. Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Yep. Well, who won?
Well, Thompson Ranch out of Monday, Texas, showed up and they just stayed consistent throughout the whole
Tuesday,
thing.
Idaho.
Yeah. Just kind of all over the place.
Mike out.
Where is it? We don't know.
We'll get her a walkie-talkie next time.
Yeah.
Next week.
I'll hold it over here like this.
One of those earpieces. Like
Clayton, I'm
Garth
sorry.
Brooks.
Continue on with Monday.
Can we do that?
Yeah, that's right.
I owe you an apology.
She can sing the national anthem.
Oh, put it in the books. Casey apologized for interrupting.
No, she said she owed you. She didn't say she gave it to you.
Okay, we'll take it. You got to take what you can get sometimes.
Okay, back to Wednesday, Wisconsin.
But no, Tyler and those guys, they came in and stayed very consistent and actually took the muggin. They won first place in the muggin, and it was quick. They got it with the 26:34.
Nice.
Wonder if he mugged the police officer after.
Yeah, you
about
just
that one.
have to wait, and I just gonna have to tell him thank you because he sure got us out of a pickle.
Sure.
And everyone else that hurried out while he was stopped.
It
But
sounds like a good story, Chris.
Yeah.
But you need Tyler on the phone.
So we better get Tyler because we have two
There's
people to call
sides
today.
to this story.
yeah, and then to continue with the results, Diamond H Ranch and Plus C Cattle out of Gunter and DeKalb, Texas. Yep, all these weird. Well, we don't even know where they're at. But they came in second.
Yonder. It's over
Yonder. They came in second, and what's just strange is they actually won the doctoring and the cow milking, placed third in the mugging, and then tied third for the bronc riding. So it just comes.
How do you not win the rodeo whenever you get that?
So it shows that
It's crazy.
one event in a one go can really drop off in a hurry. So you have to bring it, and then placing third is Tongue River Ranch out of Dumont, Texas, and they placed second in the sorting and the branding, and then third in the milking and tied for third in the bronc riding. And so those top three teams really, shimmied their way to the top in a hurry, points wise, and it was just an overall good rodeo. Everyone was happy and to be there, and times were fast all the way through because everyone knew they had to bring it. And
Peyton, didn't you say you had a ranch that won 2 events and still didn't end up in the top 3?
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Pitchforks, Clint Jones and that group showed up, and they won 2 events and just still didn't get it, and ended up getting
Friday night.
Yeah, it was a Friday night team, and they ended up getting a no time, and just like that, it was done.
It's amazing how that
Forms.
comes, especially in this format, like you said. You got one shot at it. If you, you can just have one thing that goes wrong, and boom, there it goes.
Well, they didn't walk away with. I mean, I'm sure that committee gives for good prizes, so they ended up. Pitchfork won the sorting, and then they ended up winning the Brandon. So they didn't walk away totally empty-handed, but it is frustrating.
Yeah, and that's what you seen. I think that's why it was something to call out, that second place, and then the Pitchforks won 2 of the, 2 of the events, and then just kind of fell off. But Diamond H played more consistent throughout the deal and got that second place title. So.
Yep.
Gunter is an hour north of Dallas, by the way.
You Googled it?
I did Google it, yeah. All right, calling Tyler. Tyler Thompson is who we're calling, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, hang on. There we got him on the phone. Tyler Thompson is on the phone. Tyler, congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
They do good in Haskell. It's like, I don't know how many times
2
you
years
guys
in a
have
row.
qualified.
I'm sorry, say that again, Casey.
Well, they take my mic away, and then I have to come back with a vengeance. So they do that on purpose, Tyler. How many times have you qualified at Haskell? I know I've been with WRCA quite a while, and I remember calling your dad a couple times, and I remember him in the arena, and I remember a coin flip at one time. So we're going back many years on a few things.
Yes. I honestly think it's 4. This is 2 in a row, but I really think it's 4 times.
Congratulations. It's hometown for you, and we're proud to have you. How's Crease? I'm just going to ask that right now.
How's who?
Crease. How's kids?
Oh my gosh, he's in Abilene at the high school finals down there, so
probably,
we're up here working.
He's probably golfing with Trey, but that's okay. Oh, did I say that?
Well, he's not today. Trey's actually in the helicopter this morning. Right over here. So I'm sorry, they're talking to me.
Hey, tell those guys to hold their horses. You got to get famous on the radio, Tyler.
I know they don't understand. They don't understand celebrity stuff.
The man, the myth, the legend, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Thompson.
But no, we honestly we couldn't have had a better rodeo this year. It went very well.
Yeah, we got to looking at it, and you won the mugging with the 26-34, and I was telling everyone kind of before going through the results and stuff that you guys really just stayed consistent and placed in that top one a couple of the mugging, then second in the bronc riding and the milking, and then third in the sorting, and that's 4 out of the 6 events that Haskell puts on. So consistency played a key in that.
I think we were 5th or 6th in the Brandon, I think, and the only bobble we had in the doctrine, Chase roped him and turned him off and lost his dally, but we went back and got him roped and got him down. So, but besides that, that's about the only bobble we had the whole rodeo.
We were talking how getting a time and everything plays a part in the rodeos, like where you have 10 on Friday and 10 on Saturday. And does any of that play for you guys when you're horseback going into the arena, that you have to have a fast time and get it done?
Well, from what we were hearing the night before, everything was really good. So we were thinking, we had to be pretty fast, but we drew really good, and everything worked good. So we when we had that mess up in the stray gathering, in the doctrine, they got worried. But I told them, I said, hey, we still need up 8th or 9th. I think I said we should be solid. Let's just finish the rodeo.
Yeah, and the stock was overall pretty good, but they were on the bigger side. And that Brandon pin you didn't know what you're going to be pulling across the line there.
No, that's exactly right. This year with all the rain, everybody, I told them, I said, the cows are going to be big and the calves are going to be big. So and they were. Stock was very good this year.
Yeah, I know some of those guys riding in there necking them. I was like, what are you thinking? Yeah. I said, your guys back there are going to be so angry at you, but I guess you got to do what you got to do to get it done. So.
Yeah, no, last week we missed qualifying by 1 point. I think Lonesome Pine beat us 1 point, and but anyway, it's always fun to get it done at our kind of hometown rodeo.
Well, yeah, for sure. And the thing about your ranch team, I just want people to understand, mostly family members. Then you got a couple of guys that work for you on there, Chad and Colton. And Tyler, last week we got to talk with Bud Higgs at Lonesome Pine. And kind of had a similar conversation. That is very much a family operation, and have a couple of employees there that they have on the card. And it's been the same for a lot of years. And really, Tyler, you're in the same boat. So I don't know how many years you've had this same combination of guys on this card, but a lot. How does that play into things? Is when y'all go together, you probably just kind of know what's happening. Everybody, you've done this before, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we do, and we work together every day. In fact, those guys are here today. It's just when we ride in the arena, we don't ever really have to say what the plan is. We just know what we expect. I'm not saying it's going to go that way, but we know how everybody's going to kind of react in a situation. So to me, that is a big advantage, or it should be anyway.
Well, until you get pulled over leaving, and then everyone just leaves you in the bar ditch with the police officer.
Yeah.
I had to do it because you got us off scot-free. Clayton ran that stop sign, I don't know, every time. And I told him, I said, somebody's going to be there waiting for us. Sure enough, we pull out.
Honestly, I didn't even know it was there. I'm serious. And he got me and he got Chad, or him. It was a lady. So he got both of us. So
when that rodeo comes to town, oh gosh, Tyler will know this. If the police aren't involved in Haskell, Texas, or Roaring Springs, this innocent as it may be, then it's not a ranch rodeo.
I'm going to tell you, I got in trouble from Tanya because I kind of got upset with the lady.
It's a good thing you weren't handcuffed and stuffed in the back of the car, Tyler.
Well, not by the police officer.
Quiet. Yeah. She kept telling me, said, if you don't be quiet, you're fixing to get in trouble anyway. So
I would like to see him get tased.
Well, what nobody's seen is Tyler got pulled over, but then 13 trailers right after him they were shooting out of there like, whew, we get past it.
That's what I told her. I said, you had to be stopped. 12 more have gone through it. So
I did the same. I said the same thing in Roaring Springs, and it doesn't ever help. It just makes them madder. And whatever. Good job, buddy. Took one for the team.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. We look forward to being back in Amarillo.
Yes, sir, Tyler. Congrats to you and the family. And if you need anything, give us a holler.
Tell your mom, hon.
You bet. Thank y'all.
See ya.
You bet. Thank y'all. We appreciate everything.
All right, we got some other awards to at least give shout-outs to.
Yeah, they do a good job there at Haskell with giving awards to these guys and really making them, stand out. And top hand went to Brad Good from W.T. Wagner's, and also got the reserve top horse as well. So, pretty good to see the Wagners get some play and everything, and they had a great rodeo. He had one heck of a over-the-top hula hand in the Brandon, and he probably, like we said, the stock was big, and he probably roped the biggest one in him to drag out. And then top horse went to Banjo, and that was ridden by Elwin McCleskey and he was on the Tongue River Ranch. But yeah, so that wraps out all the top teams.
Who was reserve top hand?
Lehman Wall.
I don't have it in my notes.
I'll take it.
It was Clint Jones.
I got it.
From Pitchfork. Little trivia for you there.
There you go, sorry. I've slept since then, and I was on a week trip before this, so it's all good.
Now this little tiny squirrel that will fit right on his back.
You're going to call me a squirrel? It says right there on the sheet, reserve top hand.
Yeah, but I got to squint
Moving
to
on,
see that.
We'd like to thank Preparation
Jones.
H for their sponsorship.
Craig, what happened?
We're gonna talk to Vic Morsison.
Can we redo this? Can we re-record or something?
We're live.
You wonder why I lose my words sometimes, because there's just no words to say anything.
Craig's crying.
Sometimes
He has
I'm
tears
just
coming
backing
from
out.
his
Yep,
eyes.
just letting.
Sometimes
Just I need a little disclaimer. Craig Vaughn is not into the production of this.
You're not responsible.
This is all
for the
WRCA.
content of said radio program. Hey, what are we going to do next?
We're gonna call Vic Morsison, right? But what are we talking to him about?
We're going to visit about our new Youth Ranch Rodeo program that we got going on. And Vic and Range Riders here in Amarillo are actually hosting the first Youth Ranch Rodeo qualifier of 2021. And it's going to be in conjunction with their rodeo over 4th of July.
Yeah.
So we thought it'd be nice to tell people about that. And if you're going to be around town looking for something to do coming up over the 4th and celebrating our Independence Day, maybe you want to go out to Range Riders and check out that event. That's right. So we're going to visit a little about that.
All right, let's call him. There we got him on the phone. Vic Morsison from the Will Rogers Range Riders down there, Loop 335 in Washington, right here in Amarillo. We don't get many Amarillo folks when we do these WRCA interviews. So
yes, local legend,
gotta,
Vic Morsison.
That's right.
On the phone, ladies and gentlemen.
In my own mind.
Well, that's how Van Morrison was.
That's right.
Hey, we wanted to talk a little bit about an event coming up in our local community here in July. Vic, how many years have you guys been producing your July 4th rodeo?
Believing this will be the 80th annual.
Holy
And,
cow.
been at it a while. The original location north of town. I know lots of folks have lots of memories from out there. Had an opportunity to move south of town a few years back, built a big, nice new facility. We continue to add to it. We've kind of taken our rodeo. We started last year, what was traditionally a 3-day weekend has now turned into a 5-day event. Adding the WRCA Ranch Rodeo was a big part of that and something we really looking forward to.
You guys did a great job last year. Man, I don't think you could have packed another person into that venue for those days. It was a great overall activity. You know, you've got your Cool Horse Colt starting challenge. You've got the open ranch bronc riding. And then one thing we really wanted to brag on, this year, you guys are holding our first in the 2021 year of our Youth Ranch Rodeo qualifiers. I think that's going to be Saturday, Vic, if I got that right.
Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And yes, something we're really excited about. I mean, what an opportunity for us being right here in the, hometown of the WRCA to get to host the first Youth Ranch Rodeo official qualifier. I know we're getting several teams entered in that. Initially, we had just planned to have a few events and kind of have some fun with it, with you guys stepping up and including that in your World Finals this year. And we're excited to see where it goes. Some of the events, the Brandon and things like the wild steer saddling, I don't know that there's anything more fun than watching a bunch of kids get out there and wrestle around an old rope and steer and try to ride it. So that brings it back to a lot of childhood memories for me even.
Childhood, you did that last year. Anyway, well,
I thought that's how he got his cast.
that's how I thought we
Had to bring it up.
I was going to touch what you said, Vic, a little bit. The youth part of this whole idea that when it stemmed, it's job security for one thing, but these kids are already working with their families. So it's not just a local pumpkin rolling where they get the kids out of bed and give them powdered donuts and say, go out there and have fun. No, this is going to be pretty darn serious. And these kids have been there, done that. Now they get to compete with each other. And if you've never seen some handy kids get the job done that adults do, you need to be there Saturday morning.
Well, Casey, it's something that I'm really proud of. In the last few years, we've found a new level of respect for our Western heritage. And you're exactly right. A lot of these kids they're growing up on the ranches and they're doing the work of grown men early on, and they're not just imitations. They're the real deal. The youth of today are the future of your sport, whatever it is. And so to get a chance to host them and give them opportunity is pretty cool for us.
For folks that may not know, the way this is going to work is these youth teams are made up of 5 kid teams. We say kid because there's going to be boys and girls both competing. The max age is 16 years to be able to do this. And then one really interesting part of it is that the maximum combined age of the 5 kids cannot exceed 65. So what that means is that 5-person team is going to need to put some younger kids on.
Good idea.
So they don't age out of that deal. That's by design. You know, you want to give those opportunities and give everybody a chance to get in the arena. They're going to compete in 5 events. Casey and Vic nailed it. If you guys are interested to see some really fun competition amongst some good kids coming from good families, you need to come out July 3rd, 10 o'clock a.m. at the Range Riders Arena and support these kiddos. It's going to be pretty cool. The whole point of this is that we're going to be hosting the first ever WRCA Youth World Championship Ranch Rodeo in November in conjunction with the World Championship. So the kids that win Vic's Rodeo out there are going to get qualified to compete in the big arena, Casey, at the World Championships in Amarillo. That's pretty cool.
Well, they're gonna. I hope their family, their ranch gets qualified too, because those kids are going to be walking on cloud 9. And I just want to emphasize a little something. When we say the cowboy culture, I personally put that title on the girls and the boys because it's an occupation. So yes, some people say there'll be young cowgirls and young cowboys. I use that as a whole blanket because it's an occupation and it's a passion that someone has is cowboying. So please don't think it's all just kids and men and boys out there, because there's some girls that can throw it and get the job done. And I promise you, your eyes will fall out of your head when you see what they can do.
Vic, tell everybody where they can get more info on the Range Riders in general and your event coming July. Where can they get tickets, all that good stuff?
Well, so Will Rogers Range Riders Amarillo /Amarillo is our Facebook page, and we have a link on all of our posts to buy tickets. There's also some information on the website. We had some technical difficulties with our website. We're having to rebuild some things. So right now, Facebook is the best option. We're offering a weekend pass. Lehman, it's, as you know, you can always just show up at the gate and buy a ticket and get in. The Cool Horse Colt starting was very well received last year, and it starts each morning at 10 o'clock also. And so there's going to be a lot of stuff going on to watch. And naturally, we'll have the concession stand open and some food trucks on hand. And the guys make a pretty good breakfast burrito out there. So maybe it's a good time to just come have a little bite of breakfast and watch some kids in this ranch rodeo and stumble around and see some of the other things we have going on. And we are, I think our plan is to release a new Facebook post about every day for the rest of this month. So those ticket links are on those posts as well. Pretty excited about it.
For those of you that didn't know, that colt starting was actually a really cool thing. It takes some time, but if you really want to get into the whole process, colt breaking, when does that start? On Thursday?
It does, Casey. It starts Thursday morning, and something we've added this year, Buster McLowry, for those of you in the horse world, you're very familiar with Buster's talents. He's going to be emceeing the event and offering some educational tips and hints throughout, and it's really cool to watch those guys take a horse that's never been anything done with him and, teach him some things, and they're under the clock on time. It is a competition, and it's really cool to see those horses come together, and they start out as pretty wild.
Yeah, yes, they do.
But
you can take and just listen for 2 seconds to Buster's thoughts and his way of doing things. You're going to go home with something. But the key that I wanted to say is thank you. Last year, they gave half the proceeds raised by the sale of the colts in the auction to the foundation. And it did make a difference, and it is making a difference. So there's a place to donate to us, and then also take in some legendary words of wisdom while you're there.
That was something that meant a lot to us. So at the completion of the event on Saturday, we then we put those colts that were in that contest, we auctioned those guys off. Can't say thank you enough to the donors that furnished the horses. They're all donated, and then we take the proceeds and we split the proceeds with the WRCA Foundation and our Range Riders Foundation. It's a gift that keeps on giving, and we're very proud of that.
Vic, thanks for everything that you and Range Riders do to support WRCA and the WRCA Foundation. It doesn't just start and stop with your July rodeo. We know that. Hopefully everybody else out there knows that. They've been a big part of our World Championship since it started. So we appreciate your friendship and your partnership and really hope that you have another great, successful year. And thank you and your whole crew out there for what you do to support us and Amarillo. Appreciate you, Vic.
Well, thank you guys as well.
Wow, July 4th weekend. That'll be here for you. I can't believe we're already into the second week of June, so it'll be here soon. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's coming up fast. So parents and kids, if you're listening and hearing this and want to be involved, go to our website, WRCA.org, and under Youth Ranch Rodeo, there's everything you'll need to know, and get your kids signed up for the membership to be able to compete. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll be happy to walk you through it all, because it'll be here, like you said, before you know it, and there's going to be more than just the one in Amarillo, so you can go down the road and compete several times to get your chance to compete at the World Championship Ranch Rodeo.
That's right. Pretty cool.
It is very cool. We really need to say thank you to some companies that have jumped on. They believed in the mission of this youth program, and they are the inaugural sponsors that have started out helping us. So huge thank you to Cavender's, Resistol, Wrangler, Express Scale Services, Box Inc., American Fellowship of Cowboy Churches, and Olathe Boots. Thank you to those companies, and if you're out there and you need some of those products or services, do business with those good folks for helping our kids out.
And by the way, those tickets for the championship are on sale now.
They went on sale June 1st. You can actually buy a ticket to the 4 performances of the regular rodeo, and you can also buy a ticket to the youth championship that'll be happening on Saturday. And Craig, we got to tell everybody, we say this every year, but the first 2 days of June, we had sold over 2,000 more tickets to the World Championship than we had sold the same 2 days prior.
Nice.
They're going like hotcakes, thank goodness. But don't wait around, guys. Get your tickets quick, because every day they're selling fast.
All right, good deal. WRCA.org. Don't go elsewhere. Don't go Googling WRCA tickets. Don't go searching for Ranch Rodeo World Championships. Questions, call Casey. Lehman and Peyton are too busy.
If you need free tickets, call Casey.
Casey's got free tickets. That's right, yeah. I mean, she's got them hanging out her back pocket right here. Like, they're just out there, like, good ones, too. WRCA.org. WRCA.org.